Hi guys, this is Rusty78609 and this is me in Del Rio, Texas. I'm going to do a little summary on the trip so far, and it just happens to be beer 30, so I think I'll have a little toddy here. The reason, well, you didn't see the other video, the wind blew the phone off, but fortunately it didn't hurt it, so now I've got it in a better place because we've got a little wind, not much, and one gust, of course, did it. Here's to y'all, here's to me. Oh, that's good. Anyway, beer 30 in Del Rio, Texas at Lake Amistad. Nice day, sun setting here in the west like it usually does, fortunately. And yeah, it's about 4:30, 5 o'clock in that range. Got a nice breeze, almost too much. I mean, the breeze is fine, but every now and then you get that gust, and that's what knocked the phone off. But enough said about that. So far, the trip overall, I would give it, I'd give it a 9 or nearly a 10. Why? Because this is a great little campsite. I mean, it is definitely boondocking. You don't have any services at all. I'm at Lake Amistad in Del Rio, Texas. This is February the 5th, 6th, or 7th, somewhere in there. And it's great. I mean, but if you're not into boondocking and dry camping, you probably wouldn't enjoy it at all. But for me, I do enjoy it, and this is a very private campground. I say private in the sense that there just happens to be nobody here, but you know why there's nobody here? Because there's no hookups. And that's what I like about boondocking. Now, as far as beer 30, what I like about beer 30 is beer, and I do that, and I enjoy the hell out of it. So overall, the trip has been good. I've enjoyed doing the videos. I've enjoyed driving around on the Rio Grande or down the river and so forth and seeing everything. Because the reason I did that, of course, was for my own edification or enjoyment, but also to show as best I could the reality of at least this section of the border between the U.S. and Mexico. There's nothing going on here, guys. Yeah, sure, there's illegal people crossing the river probably every day, every hour, every second, all along the Rio Grande. And I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry they're forced to do that. You know, they're not doing it voluntarily. They're doing it because they're coming here to make money, support their family. Most of the money they make probably sent back home. Some of it, you get the good and the bad. You know, I'm not saying that everybody that comes across has, legitimate motives. A lot of them come across with not legitimate motives, but that's enough said about the river and all that crap. It was good to see it, and I wanted you to see it like I saw it, and so that's done. Now going to step 2, as far as the city of Del Rio, I really like it. I like that little Lions Park and the little spring there. I like Mexican food. I like the Mexican culture. Could I live in Mexico? Sure. Would I? No. Why? Because I'm too old and I don't really speak Spanish that well. And if you don't speak the language well, it just doesn't seem to work out very well. But no, but living along the border, I wouldn't mind that. I did consider buying a lot along that road I drove on in the video, but it is right on the river. I mean, it's right there. From where I was driving on the pavement there to be in the water was probably less than 200 feet. I'm telling you, that's amazing. But we were and the river is up, but what they're doing, they're letting water out of the dam, and the guy that lives there with his wife, they're from Wisconsin. I met them. They had an RV for sale, and I pulled in, and they were outside, and I talked to them. They've been living there for 2 years, right on the river, just him and his wife, and they like it. They've had no problems at all, and so that tells you something. I mean, they just come down here when it's cold in Wisconsin for five or 6 months, about, I think, and yeah, they've been doing it for a couple of years, no problems at all. I mean, they got their place fixed up. They got power, electric, and a septic system, and so it's like a little home they have there. And so, I thought about doing the same thing, but here's the caveat for me. I have a home base already. Do I need another one here? No, because the climate in Del Rio, Texas is not much different from where I live in central Texas near Burn, Atlanta, Marble Falls. So I really wouldn't be gaining much other than just a change of scenery, which, I do like that too. So anyway, having said all that, what else? I do like the Mexican food. I ate at a few different places, got Mexican food. I didn't take pictures of it. Why? I don't know why. I'm not big on taking pictures of what I'm eating, guys. I mean, I know that some people do that and they text each other while they're eating. Oh, look what I got, or Facebook, boom, boom, boom. Folks, I'm not even on Facebook, nor do I ever care to be. And as far as texting somebody when I get a hamburger or an enchilada or a tamale, I don't believe I'm ever going to do that. And then what else? Let me think. Met a lot of friendly people. A lot of people, not a lot, a few people came by and visited, said hi, and I appreciate that. Thank you very much. And what else? It's a good spot. Now, as far as you RVers that don't boondock, don't come here. For you guys that do boondock and enjoy a nice campground that's clean and it's fairly regulated, they come by here. The Border Patrol comes through once a day or twice a day. The people from the Park Service come through once a day for sure. So you do have a little movement through the park. It's $3 a day for seniors with a senior pass, $6 for others. You can stay here 2 weeks. You may be able to stay longer if there's nobody here, they're not crowded, they may let you stay longer. I'm sure they wouldn't mind. And what else? It's a clean park, and but in the summers you'd be toast. Without power and without being able to run an air conditioner, you can't do it here, guys. You may think you can, but trust me, it's not a good choice. But you do what you do, I do what I do. As far as my, going back to my home base and why am I leaving tomorrow instead of staying another few days? Well, we've got a cool front coming in that will arrive here on Thursday, or the wind will change out of the north on Thursday in this part of Texas, as well as my home base, and it's going to be wind gusts 20 to 30 miles an hour out of the northwest, or is that right? I think so. Yeah, northwest. And I'm going to be, whenever I go back to my home base, I kind of go up north and then turn east towards my home base. Del Rio and my home base are almost on the same latitude, and so changes in latitude. Yeah, that's right, latitude. And so, there's not. I just don't want to be towing an RV into a big headwind, so I'll have to go ahead and leave tomorrow. Is that a big problem? No, I've enjoyed myself, and that's what it was all about. And the big thing that I've done, and I'm glad I did, is now I'm certain, 100% certain, that boondocking in my new 2019 Casita Freedom Deluxe is very workable and very doable, because using the 4 cubic foot Dometic refrigerator in the RV on propane uses hardly any energy at all. Using the all LED lights, using the the Max Air vent fan, no problem at all. The most I use, and I'm just guessing because I didn't measure it, but I'm just giving you the estimate based on what I see when I start charging the battery each day. It looks like I'm using about 3 to 5 amps per day in that range. That's nothing. I've got a 120 amp hour AGM battery. And you shouldn't draw it down below 50 amps. So I've got, say, 60 amp. You shouldn't draw it down below 50%. So, or not far below that. And so that gives me about 60 amps to use. So I could go 10 days without charging the batteries at all. I actually think I could do that, because I have never checked the batteries in the mornings that it was below 12.8. All right, well, 12.8 is a full battery. And, I've been running the lights, running the fan, charging my laptop, charging my phone. So, that works great. And that's all I need. And this, I got lucky with the 2019 because they added the ZAMP solar. It's solar ready for ZAMP. And I have a ZAMP suitcase set up that's 2 60-watt panels, 120 watts. And, that's fine. In 1 hour, the battery is full, showing full. And that's great. That's the way to enjoy boondocking. As far as water, I've got a 16-gallon tank, and I probably have about 4 gallons left in the tank, maybe 5. I got here Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, Monday night, and this will be Tuesday night, 5 nights. So I'm using about 3 gallons a day, plus or minus, and that's great. I wanted to do that. So anyway, guys, the experiment worked, and I'm glad I came. And we'll be doing some more later on, maybe March, April, or May, depends. I'm going to be watching the temperatures, and whenever the temperatures get to the point where it's comfortable for me, then I will go, and not until then. Why? Because that's just the kind of guy I am. It's my life, and I'll live it my way. But having said that, the sun's fixing to set, and I've got a beer there that's getting a little warmer. So thumbs up, guys. Adios, bye-bye, buy anything you want. anytime you want. But if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of my video. Why? Because I get a small commission. It does not cost you 1 penny. What else? You know, this ending, I know I kind of blow through it sometimes, but it is very important. And you know, you can check out any of these things that I'm fixing to mention and check with your doctor and see if they're valid or not as far as your health, and they are. But here's one: drink plenty of water, 3 or 4 quarts a day. It won't hurt you. It's good for you. It'll help you avoid gout, kidney stones. It'll also help you lose weight because you'll be full of water. What else? Take deep breaths. Hold it for a few seconds, breathe out slowly, and then do that several times a day, because that relieves stress, and relieving stress does what? Lowers your blood pressure. Is that good for you? Yeah, check it out with your doctor if you don't believe me. But all this stuff works, guys, and it's simple stuff, and it's free. You can do it yourself. You don't have to go to the doctor. You don't have to take medication. You know, what else? Stretch, 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 swivel, 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 walk, walk, walk. Is that good for you? Yes, exercise your body every day at least once or twice, okay? I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Then it takes a little time, so what? What else you got to do? It just depends on how you want to live. If you want to live miserable or you want to be feeling good all the time, it's up to you, your choice. What else? Stand guard at the door of your mind. Don't let negative Nancy or negative Ned get inside of your head. It's your head, your brain, your thoughts. And yeah, that's all this stuff's free and easy to do. You're in charge of it, you know? So, you know, just think about doing it. You know what I mean? Just think about it. Anyway, what else? Whenever you grow up like me, you can get you a casita and a Ram pickup and go boondocking and sit there and have a cold beer in the middle of nowhere. Adios, amigos. Bye-bye. Enjoy your life. Adios.